Civil servants scapegoated by Labour. Here's the establishment covering its arse. I'm not just talking about Labour now, I'm talking about Labour also covering for the Tories, because these two want to make sure their parties remain in power in the duopoly system. The MOD's Permanent Secretary, David Williams, will leave his role in September because of the Afghan data leak. I'm not saying this guy isn't incompetent and shouldn't lose his job. Fine, no problem with that. If he's at the head of the MOD that cocked this whole thing up, then yes, he should go. But that isn't all, is it? The Tory government took out this super injunction and Labour carried it on. I want the politicians who sanctioned this super injunction, and then the Labour ones afterwards that also chose not to tell us about it, to hand their resignations in. I want them dragged over hot coals as well. I've got no time for much of our civil service. They're clearly useless. That's why nothing works in this country. But it isn't all the civil service's fault, is it? The politicians were just as much at fault. I very much doubt that civil servants turned round to the Tories at the time and said, get this super injunction. This was a political decision, so we didn't know. They were importing even more people. There was not 20-odd thousand Afghans that worked for the British Army. Ask anyone who was out there. They reckon it must be 1,000, 2,000 at the most. And some of those are still in Afghanistan, and we know that people who have come over here have simply gamed the system, took advantage, brought many relatives with them, and some of them may well be dangerous people. They could even be ex-Al-Qaeda or ex-Taliban. But of course nobody in the establishment bothers to check these things. What a ridiculous situation.